We did not feel better the rest of the day because we were playing singles against each other, and Jeramy learned this new serve.
Oh.
It was like a combination of a serve that I was doing and a return that I was doing to your serves.
And it was
like the same type of movement, but
annoying because I couldn't do anything to get there in time. And it came to the point where it was like, haha, at first. And then I was like, no, really? Like, we're not going to talk. If you do this one more time, we're not talking on the drive home. Like, Christmas, done, canceled. If this happens one more time. But then the thing is, he's like, okay, I won't do it again. And I'm like, well, don't take it easy on me.
Yeah,
like, I don't want your pity.
Right.
He's like, I don't know what you want me to do.
Just tell me the right answer.
Yeah.
There is no right answer.
There was no right answer.
Thanks for tuning in to another episode of Pickle Me This. Be sure to subscribe, comment, and like so you'll be notified when new episodes drop every Saturday morning. You definitely don't want to miss them. Also, your support helps other pickleball enthusiasts find us too. Everyone has a story. Today, we're wrapping up our first season with a story that perfectly captures what this podcast is all about: the fun, friends, and incredible connections that pickleball creates. I'm joined by Maddie and Jeramy, a couple with a fascinating twist to their love story. They actually lived in the same college dorm, just one floor apart, but never crossed paths until 6 years later when they met on Hinge. Now they've found their perfect shared sport in pickleball, forming the tightest friend group they call Dinking Academy. But here's what makes their story so special. They literally made pickleball part of their wedding celebration with a tournament the day before saying I do, and then went on to win a tournament during their honeymoon with some free massages. We'll talk more about that too. So welcome.
Thank you. We're so excited.
Yeah, glad to be here.
I'm so excited that you guys are here too. So fun. So I think the first place to start off with is like, tell everyone how you first discovered pickleball. Who found it first?
So we actually heard about it from people at the gym. At CrossFit, we met like a group of people, and a couple there was talking about how they love to play pickleball. They play pickleball with like their parents. And so we were kind of looking for ways to like hang out more and do activities. We're all like very activity driven people. And so Jeramy and I have played tennis before, like pretty much try any sport that you could name. And so when they mentioned pickleball, we're like, yeah, okay. And then we got hooked, as everyone does.
Yeah, I think it also started off as a excuse to skip the like cardio packed Tuesday workouts at the gym. So then we'd be like, okay, well, we're going to play pickleball because it's like cardio, so we don't have to go to the gym today. So that was also like I feel like that was a big part of it too. It's like, you know, we're having fun instead of, you know,
that is really
going
funny.
hard in the gym.
So that's where you were yesterday. You were missing yesterday.
I was.
Yeah. I was actually at the driving range. So
I actually went to the ridiculous workout yesterday on Tuesday, and then I played pickleball from 12 to 2 outside.
Ooh.
It was so hot.
Too.
Yeah, but I played at bailiwick. Have you played at bailiwick where it's covered? It's open, but it's covered. It has some ceiling fans. It's still hot. Like, don't get me wrong, it's not indoor by any means, but it was a little bit better. I just had some free time.
We played 4 to 6. Me and Anna played yesterday at Method, and we were, I mean, just sweating straight off the warm up, and we got smoked. It was fun.
Yeah, I feel like between Method and North Hills is when you can actually, you know, you get some serious competition, and obviously like Pinpoint, but you know, just talking like the parks locally, you get some serious competition.
Yes, for sure. It's kind of humbling in a way.
Oh, that's what we're saying. We did really well in some games, and then some games we just didn't stand a chance against some of the drop shots that were being hit our way. It was brutal. But we never gave up, and we had fun.
Yeah.
How long have you been playing? Like, what year did you start?
2 years now.
Yeah, so I think it was literally right after we had started CrossFit, and we started CrossFit at the beginning of 23. So it would have been like 2 years ago from now.
Mm-hmm. So the other couple that started with you, are they still playing also?
Yeah.
Yeah. Everybody plays pretty regularly.
It's 4 couples, right?
Okay.
So yeah, it's us. It's Anna and Andrew. It's Jordan and Rosie, and then Eric and Claire.
Oh, nice. So you mentioned you each had your own sports before this. Jeremy with golf and basketball. Is that correct?
Yeah, yeah,
And
for sure. I'd say golf more than basketball these days with the, approaching the 30-year mark. I think golf is like, phasing in and basketball's phasing out.
yeah, basketball's hard. It's
Yeah, it
hard on your
is. It's
knees
just,
and
yeah, it's
your
a lot.
ankles, and it's a lot. Also, I used to play a lot of golf, but I can't find time for it anymore. I don't know about you. Like it's a day. It's a day activity.
It
Like how
Yeah.
do you do
takes
that
so
in
long.
pickleball?
Takes a long time. It's one or the other. Like you're not gonna find a day where you can go play golf and pickleball in the same day. And I think I've tried it, but it's just like it's also just too much to ask.
Yeah.
Out in the sun all day.
Mhm.
So, but no, yeah, golf is at least, if you're playing 18 holes, at least 4 hours. So,
And you add in travel time and warm up time and all of that. It's a lot.
yeah,
Oh
It's a
yeah,
lot of
he's
your day.
gone for half the day for sure.
yeah, it's definitely happening.
Oh yeah.
And then especially during summer. I mean, you take how long to recover if you've been in the sun for 6 hours? It's like the morning's golf, then the afternoon and night is like nap and food. And I'm like,
Mhm.
let's go play pickleball. Let's go.
Yeah.
And
So
he's like,
I have
"No."
to go play pickleball. He's golfing.
Yep.
So Maddie, you have tennis and Gaelic football.
Yes. And I used to
Tell
play
us more.
soccer growing up, but I haven't played as much as an adult.
I saw a picture posted recently of you with the football. I was like, oh, look at that. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's really fun. Do you know what it is?
Yeah.
Oh.
I bet you a lot of people don't know what it is.
Yeah.
Well, I'm probably going to explain this in like a wonky way.
No.
But how I normally explain it is it's a mix between regular football, rugby, soccer. You use a ball that's like a little bit smaller than a soccer ball and harder. And you can take 4 steps and do something with it, but you like hold it in your hands. So it's a mix between like hand-eye coordination and foot coordination. So that's why I started playing, because I have a soccer background. But you can score like a regular goal, like a soccer goal, or do like a field goal, like in football. That's really fun. The girls,
That's
it's
fun.
not like a lot of contact. There's definitely contact, but not as much. But the boys, it can get
I'm
rough.
sure. I'm sure. How do you find time for all of it? What gets priority? Is it the pickleball between the two of you, or all of it? All of the above?
I feel like we have different days.
Yeah, different day.
That's also why we had to switch to morning gym classes, because we realized when it's nice out, we both want to be doing things outside rather than going to the gym.
Right.
So
Yeah.
we'll do like Monday, Wednesday, Friday, we're at the gym in the mornings. And then Monday and Thursdays, I have football practice. Tuesdays, pickleball for me. Wednesday, we have volleyball.
Mhm.
But basically, any day in the afternoon that isn't like filled with anything I try to fill it with pickleball.
Yeah.
Sounds
Yeah, I
fun.
think if there was a priority list for you, pickleball would definitely be at the top of the list right now. And then everything else kind of just fits in where you can squeeze it. And then for me, I think priority list is like golf is at the top for me. So like it's like gym is like Monday, Wednesday, Friday, like she said. And then Tuesdays and Thursdays, I'm 9 out of 10 times going to try to play some golf if I can.
Are you in a league, Jeremy, or?
No,
golf?
but I did just recently join a like trial membership at this golf course in Durham, and it's been great. The course is incredible. It's called Crowsdale, and I absolutely love the course. It's just kind of far. Like,
Yeah.
driving from Raleigh to go play golf, it could be 25 minutes some days with zero traffic, or it could be like 50 minutes. So and it's one of those things, like you said, like golf already takes up a lot of time, and you want it to be like convenient to a certain degree.
Mhm.
So I'm trying to figure out, I think I do want a golf membership eventually. I just don't know like what that looks like right now.
Yeah. I was at a women's league for a couple of years here, and they would rotate all different golf courses all over
Yeah.
the triangle, which was really nice because I got to experience all the different ones. But I
Mhm.
was spending a lot of time going there. I
Yeah,
enjoy it.
traveling.
Maybe when I retire, I'll start playing golf again. I really haven't played in the past couple of years.
You've
Yeah.
been a little busy.
I've been a little busy. You know Angela from the gym? Her and I and Donna, we used to
Yeah.
always golf together. Would golf, especially all the time during COVID when there was nothing else to do.
No way.
Oh yeah, we had
That's
such
awesome.
fun. We had such fun together.
That's awesome.
We had a lot of laughs. I have some funny pictures from the course. from us.
Love to see this.
It's a good time. Like golf, like a lot of people are like, man, I can't believe you play such a boring sport and you just love it. But it's not, I don't know. It's at least it didn't start off about being about like golf. It started off being about just like having an excuse to go hang out with your like friends for 4 hours
Yes,
and drive
yes.
around in a golf cart and drink
I
some beers.
know.
And like
It's
it's just a fun time.
it's it's like you're not really even like moving that much.
Mhm.
Like I feel like golf, I would always go out and I'd be like, oh, I'll have a beer, and I'll like play. I don't do that during pickleball though. That's just a recipe for disaster for me.
We have a couple
No.
times.
Yeah.
For sure.
Oh,
Depends
no, not me.
depends on the type of pickleball we're playing.
Oh my gosh, yeah. If we're just playing like with our friends, then it's like, okay, a seltzer or
Yeah.
a beer at the end. But like, I cannot imagine doing that if we're going to play like at a
I know.
public court. I like joking around yesterday. Me and Anna were just like there to have fun. We're competitive, but we also just have fun. And there were just some people there that were not in the mood to joke. And our jokes got shut down right away. So I can't even imagine like bringing a single seltzer or beer.
Right,
Peace
right.
out immediately.
There's definitely. Where's your favorite home court? Like, where do you play the most?
So we sneak into where Eric and Claire and Rosie and Jordan used to live in a neighborhood. There's like pickleball courts that are tucked away that nobody ever plays at, and they're surrounded by trees, so it doesn't get super hot. And so those are like our home courts. We'll say like if we're texting like, hey, anyone want a pickle today, then that's where we'll go. But we also have friends that play in Durham and Chapel Hill, and so we'll go to courts in Chapel Hill sometimes.
And then Seven Oaks too.
Later, you have to tell me where this neighborhood court is to sneak into.
Yeah.
That's why I love playing at North Hills. I play there the most because of the shade and the trees and the people. I really love the people there. But
yeah, the people there seem like pretty friendly.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem quite as intense as other places, even though the people that are playing are really good.
Exactly. Yes. Walk me through the first time you two played pickleball together. What was that experience like? Like partners?
Yeah.
I remember, so the first time we played was with Dinking Academy. I do remember that. And like we had bought our like starter set of paddles and like the crew, there's like, I guess out of the 8 of us, at least 3 of them had like played before. So they were like teaching us and, you know, how to play and stuff. And I feel like you probably started off a little on the like timid side, but it didn't last long. Like,
I think I started off timid. Like I was like, oh, we're just like here to have fun.
yeah.
But I was used to playing tennis. So I just remember like whacking it and it would like launch out. I picked up on it, but you hadn't played tennis as much. And so I started off better than you, and then you got better than me really quick.
I don't know.
So
I don't know if I'd say you started off better than me. That's crazy. That's crazy. No, what you did was, and
here we go.
it formed a term called pulling a Maddie, where obviously it happens to everybody, but like if you're playing a 2v2 match and the ball is clearly coming to your side, and your partner just runs right in front of you, smacks it. That's exactly what you're doing. Like the first couple of times going into playing pickleball.
She's like, I got you.
Yeah.
She's helping.
If it's coming on my forehand, I'm going to smack it or backhand.
Until it goes into the net.
Oh.
So you mentioned Dinking Academy. How did that come about? Like, what does that mean?
Well, so it started because a problem with our like group whenever we play is we all just love to like whack it. And so of course you're playing with people and it gets competitive and everybody is just smacking it. And so it was like a few months into us all playing together and we realized that dinking was nobody's strong suit.
Oh, I see.
We would like try and everyone would get so excited. Like if it was in the middle of a match, we would have like smacked it back and forth. And then coming together, and even if we dinged for like 3 times, I feel like we all be like, "Oh my gosh, we're doing it!" Yeah. We'd be so excited, and so we just realized that was something that we needed to work on. And so I think it was Rosie or someone was like, we need to form a Dinking Academy so that we can learn how to actually dink properly. And then it just kind of stuck.
It just stuck, yeah.
And now,
That's
like,
nice.
even when planning our wedding and stuff, it was like talking about, you know, oh, we got to like send the invites to Dinking Academy. It's just stuck in our heads now.
Do you have drills? Like there's some drills to make sure you dink more, like during a game, like you can't start hitting it at all until you dink it like 10 times. We played those kind of games
Oh,
to get you
really?
dinking more. Oh yeah.
We
We need to
should.
do that. Yeah.
We still don't dink that much. Like we're called Dinking Academy, and we still don't dink that much. So we still have some work to do. That's for sure.
So do you normally play with the Dinking Academy the most?
Yeah, for sure.
How has that group deepened your friendships beyond the pickleball courts?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's a great question. Yeah, I mean, I think to be honest with you, like we met everyone through the gym, and I think we like initially got close to them through that. But like pickleball has made it to where we're like just this like, super close group, you know, where we're doing all kinds of things together. Like y'all started a book club.
Yes, we have a book club. It's called Paperbacks and Pickleball.
I
And
didn't even know that.
more, oh, I didn't even tell you that.
No.
I would say like more in the group is anyone able to pickle today? And I know that like 10% of the girls have read the book this month.
Yeah.
It's just been really cool. Like the way that things have progressed as a way to just like bond at the courts.
Yeah.
Like it used to just be, okay, we'll go like learn this new sport with new friends and it'll be like really fun. But then we all just got closer and closer to the point where now one of the couples just had a baby. And so now we have a baby that's coming with us to the courts. And so that's just a whole other layer of excitement. And it kind of gives a glimpse because we know this is something we're going to continue doing.
Right.
So just knowing like we're all going to continue growing, but pickleball is something we're going to continue to all do together as a way to like stay connected.
Yeah. And like even on the guy side, I think just this past weekend, I was building something in the garage, like a storage rack. And that group of guys is the first group of guys that I think to go to like help me like with things or, you know, to reach out to see if they like have tips or can like lend a hand or like do something. So like that, I think that's pretty meaningful. And it like started from the gym, moved to pickleball, but then it's like in so many different areas of our lives right now.
Yeah. It's kind of funny though, how that happens. A lot of times people just think it's just pickleball. And it's just so you're playing the sport, but you spend so much time with these people, it actually carries over for sure.
Right.
And I know this happens in other rec sports too. It's not just that, but I don't know. I feel like there's something special about pickleball and I'm not sure why. Like maybe because there's more breaks and you chit chat more. I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like it's something that like, even if you're not like incredible at it, it's still fun to play. Like I feel like there's a lot of sports where it's kind of frustrating if you're not like great at it, but as long as you're like trying, then you're going to be having a fun time. And even it is fun when like the two people that are on the sidelines having a conversation are like catching up on the week when they might not, like, I know I'm not a good texter, so I'm not great at keeping up with people over text, but if we're in person, we're playing pickleball together, then we can chat about like daily lives. What's going on?
Yeah. I'm like you, Maddie. I'm terrible at texting.
Oh yeah, not good.
Also, I just don't have my phone with me all the time. And I have some friends who text back right away. And I think they expect that of you.
Yeah.
And I think it's okay for them. But like, I don't live around my phone.
Yeah. I think I would just much rather like call somebody.
Yeah.
Like I would just much rather just hop on the phone, have a 10-minute conversation, 15-minute conversation. And then, we've gotten through all the things that would have taken an hour to text about.
Yes. Yes. And then when you're standing right next to them at the pickleball courts, it's even easier.
Exactly. So I'm not a good texter unless it's someone saying, hey, you want to play today? And then I'm a great texter and I'll text back right away.
Okay, so let's talk about the wedding and the events that happened preceding the wedding. So you planned a cool pickleball tournament for your family, your extended family, the day before your wedding. Tell us how that like how that concept came about, how it started, how it went.
Yeah. So I actually, for my bachelorette in November, my sisters were my maids of honor and they're like, what is something that you definitely want to do? And pickleball tournament was like the top of my list. And so actually on my bachelorette weekend in Naples, we had a pickleball tournament, and the paddles all had Jeremy's face on them.
Oh, that's awesome.
And it was so fun. Except, well, I didn't want to hit the side that had his face, so I just had to like keep switching it. But it was so fun. And so I was thinking, like, we have to do that before the wedding.
Mhm.
We had a Sunday wedding, so like it's such a great way to like bring everybody together, do something that we love. We know a lot of our friends are into it. And so my sister, my dad, Jeremy and I, and all of our friends were super down immediately.
I think it was, how many teams was it?
17?
16
16?
teams? I think it was 16 teams.
Wow.
Yeah.
So a total of 32 people who showed up for us, which is absolutely incredible.
That's
then,
incredible.
like-
Did you have spectators too?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Oh,
guess
yeah.
yeah, like grandparents and stuff. Yeah, they were spectating. But I don't know. I think a big part of it was like we wanted to like personalize our wedding weekend in such a way that it like felt like us. Because like I think a lot of times in the wedding planning, you can get caught up in like, okay, you're supposed to do things like this and like this, like this, like this, like this. Like there's such a rigid way it's supposed to be planned out.
Mhm.
We were like, man, we need to add some like Maddie and Jeremy spice to
I
this.
love it. Yeah.
And that's kind of where we were like, okay, yeah, like we're gonna do something different. It ended up being perfect. It was like,
It was the best.
yeah, we looked around like
ever.
when we were planning, we were like, holy moly, like this is incredible.
I got so excited during one of the games, like just looking around, and it was people that traveled far to be there and like be there for our wedding weekend, but also then to agree. Like there were a couple of people who had never played before. Some of my friends were playing with Jeremy's friends, and just like everybody was just so excited and so open to doing this because they love us. And so I remember we were playing one game and I was like, I don't even know if I can play because I could feel myself like tearing up. It was just so fun.
It was incredible. It was
And it was-
absolutely incredible.
It was so us.
It's one of those games too that I feel like almost anybody can play. You don't really have to be
Yeah.
super
Yeah.
athletic. You don't even really have had to play it before. You can probably do okay. And it's
Yeah.
definitely multi-generational too.
Oh, for sure.
Oh, yeah, my
You could have
parents-
had your grandparents play.
yeah,
you
yeah.
know?
We had the age range from people playing was probably spanned over 35, 40 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you meet at college?
Nope.
And you
No.
just didn't. Okay, so you didn't meet
Uh,
at college. Where did you go to
For
school?
Missouri,
Went to NC State.
NC State.
NC State. NC State's so big too.
I know.
It is, but we have so many mutual friends from college.
Do you?
Yeah.
A lot of mutual friends, a lot of people that like how you said, like we lived in the same dorm room, right? People that we like talked to in that dorm room that I knew fairly well, that she knew fairly well, that we both like, talked to on a regular basis, that and just somehow we never really
Mhm.
like, crossed paths and like, I mean, I'm sure we crossed paths, but like we never actually, introduced.
So you don't remember ever seeing each other before?
No.
No.
I mean,
Yeah.
maybe like we were doing laundry at the same time or
Yeah,
something,
it
but
could
we have,
be.
never like met until 2 years after college. And then we were both on Hinge, and I saw one of my friends in his picture from college.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like,
Oh.
oh, he's not going to be a murderer. And then
It was nice because like she had people who could vouch for me, and I had people who could
It's
vouch for
true.
her. So it was like, and then like we get to talking, and like the first few months of knowing each other, we talked about probably 10 or 15 different things that we experienced together, but we didn't experience together. Like it,
That's funny.
So it was crazy. It felt like we had known each other for forever, just in the first few months.
That's cool. My oldest daughter went to NC State too, and her husband also. They didn't know each other at school. He was a year older, but they were both in engineering program.
Wow.
And they met at an internship at Cisco.
No way.
Yeah. So, but it's like the same thing. Like they were experiencing all the same things at college and didn't know each other at all. I don't know if they had any common friends. They might have. I don't remember. But it's the same kind of thing. It's like kind of funny. Like they didn't meet at school at all, but they were going to the same school like you guys.
Mhm. It's crazy.
And then had the same internship too.
Yes, same internship. That's
How
where
does
they met
that-
because they like worked in like in the
That's
same
insane.
group. And even Cisco's big, right? They
Yeah.
could have been in
Cisco's
different
big.
groups, but I think the way the internship worked there, all the interns were together and then split into
Yeah.
their groups. I think
Mhm.
maybe. So yeah,
It's crazy. It was definitely like we talk about how the timing although it would have been fun to like experience college together, the timing just was so perfect for us.
Yeah.
We weren't meant to meet in college.
That's right.
Right.
That's right. That's right. It's all meant to be when it's supposed to be.
Exactly.
Tell us about the tournament. Like, then you get married. I'm
Mhm.
sure you had a beautiful wedding.
It was
That was a
awesome.
blast, yeah.
It was absolutely incredible.
Yeah.
You go on your honeymoon. Did you pack your own paddles?
No, we didn't know that they would have courts. Or I guess
No,
we
we
knew
knew-
they were going to have courts.
Yeah, we knew they had courts, and we knew that we like could play, but then we had also like planned out so many different like excursions
Mhm.
and like different like things that we're gonna do. But we were like, yeah, we'll play pickleball given the opportunity or whatever. So I think the first day we got there, we saw the course and we took a peek over there and we were like, oh man, they have paddles. And like they have everything. So like we should just we were like, we should just go tomorrow, or trying to find some time to go. So we ended up going just to kind of head around. We met some people there, and one thing led to another, and we ended up finding out about a tournament that they were having probably on like day 3.
Whenever we go on trips, we're always like looking for we're like restless people. We
Yeah,
love
we're very
activities.
restless, yeah.
That's me. Just so me.
That's what one of Jeremy's sisters said at the rehearsal dinner. She was like, I'm just so glad that Jeremy's found someone who's willing to do all the activities with him now, so we don't have to.
Yeah.
we just love to do things.
We're always doing, yeah.
So of course, like going into the honeymoon, yeah, you're right, we did know there were pickleball courts. And we had plans like other activities like the ATVs and like snooba and things. So we were more focused on those. And we're like, oh, it'd be really cool if we get to pickle. Yeah. But if not, we'll pickle at home. No biggie.
So we found out about that tournament. And we're like, why not? Right? Why not go play?
Not?
We didn't know that there was like a prize. Well, I guess maybe we knew there was like something you could win, but we didn't know it was like a massage. We didn't know that was the prize. So we were like, yeah, of course we'll play. Thinking that, to be honest, we thought that a lot of people might show up, like it'd be really hard to like compete.
Could be, yeah.
But it ended up just being a few of the people that work there, like the manager of the Sandals Resort, plus like a couple other couples. And thankfully we had like played with a few of the people already. So like that helped with like comfortability of going in there and being like, okay, man, maybe we can win this tournament. And then like one thing led to another. We won like our first couple of games. And I don't know. I think after getting like that first win, we were like, yeah, I think we can probably like take this thing home.
We got
this. We were giggling about it. We were like, oh, I think we might win this. And they had mentioned the massage at the beginning, but we had gotten a massage previously, like already.
Oh, the day before. Oh, yeah.
So we were like, well, like we weren't going to be upset if we didn't win or anything. But like we're just playing for fun. And then
we won. And then we went and literally got another massage.
I was saying, did you get another massage? Heck
yeah. Heck yeah. It was awesome.
You can't go wrong with too many massages.
Yeah.
There's never too many.
The one that we got the second time was like outside on a river. And it was like in tropics. It was awesome.
Yeah, it was awesome.
We felt very spoiled.
All right, so playing as a couple there, or just since, or even before you got married, I've seen some couples on the court together get really like annoyed with each other, upset with each other, because hey, we're always the meanest to the people we love the most.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
It's just true. So tell us about the most, I don't know, like the time that caused like maybe like the biggest, smallest argument between the two of you. Pickleball.
Oh gosh.
Maddie's already laughing.
Yeah. I'm gonna let her at least start to talk about this one.
Okay. I'm the problem. Well, I think it's me. I'm just a little bit more competitive than I probably should be in all aspects. I have no chill. But the like really fun thing about being with Jeramy and being married to Jeramy, and like I learned this very early on when dating, is that he is just like very naturally good at every sport that he puts his mind to. So like I said, pickleball, I was like, I got him. I'm gonna be better than him. This is gonna be my one thing. And it didn't last long. So it was Christmas Eve or Christmas Day. And we were in Atlanta and we were visiting Jeramy's family, and we were going to go like spend the rest of the day with his family, but we had a little bit of time in the morning and we're like, you know what? We're in the car for a really long time. Let's get some movement in. There are pickleball courts close to his brother's house. We're like, that's honestly perfect. Like, let's go pickle and then we'll feel better throughout the rest of the day. That was wrong. We did not feel better the rest of the day because we were playing singles against each other. And Jeramy learned this new serve.
Oh.
It was like a combination of a serve that I was doing and a return that I was doing to your serves.
And it was
like the same type of movement, but
annoying because I couldn't do anything to get there in time. And it came to the point where it was like, haha, at first. And then I was like, no, really? Like, we're not going to talk. If you do this one more time, we're not talking on the drive home. Like, Christmas, done, canceled. If this happens one more time. But then the thing is, he's like, okay, I won't do it again. And I'm like, well, don't take it easy on me.
Yeah,
like, I don't want your pity.
Right.
And he's like, I don't know what you want me to do.
Just tell me the right answer.
There is no right answer.
There was no right answer, especially that day. There was no right answer.
No,
it was. I feel like in those 1v1s, we do a lot of like new things to try to like maybe pick up on a new skill or like, you know,
it's your
take
time to
something
try
that we
it.
learned. Right, exactly. It's the perfect place to try something new. And if for some reason, maybe I'd seen someone else do it, but like for some reason, whatever this like hit I was doing was working perfectly every single time. It was absolutely ridiculous. Like I probably could have let off a little bit, but I just kept doing it.
You're like, oh, it's working. Let me do it again. Let's do it again.
There was like some excitement behind it. It was like, man, I could do this in our 2v2 matches.
It was like the spin that he can put on his shots is already crazy, but we play enough together to where like I can recognize where it's going to bounce. Like I know how it's going to spin. But when he does something that's completely new, then I get like all turned around. But also when I play with him, half the time I can't stop laughing. If there's like a ridiculous point or something, like I'm just having so much fun playing with him that I can't stop laughing. So then I get even more mad because I'm like, wait, why am I laughing? I'm losing. This isn't fun.
Yeah.
That's
funny.
We made
it. We celebrated Christmas.
We made it.
That's good. So Christmas wasn't canceled after
Christmas
all.
wasn't canceled. We had a nice little dinner after that and everything.
Oh, nice.
I think he let us end on me winning.
I think you won the last one,
yeah. What are your biggest pet peeves on the court playing with other people?
Oh,
pet peeves.
When people aren't friendly.
Yeah.
That's my biggest thing. I'm like, I don't care how good you are. I don't care how long you've been playing. But if you're going to go out there and like be rude during like public open play, then that's taking the fun away from everyone else. It's different if people are being like not following the rules, you know, not obeying the paddle system and going out of order, taking it too long and stuff. That's one thing. But if everyone's doing what they're supposed to be doing and you're still being unfriendly, then that's my biggest pet peeve for sure.
Yeah, I think maybe mine would be the person who always calls the ball out, regardless of the situation. Like, obviously, there's a lot of times where it might be a little questionable, like you didn't quite see it. But I feel like most people try to be like, okay, it's like a 50% of the time where it's like, I call that out or I'll just give them the benefit of the doubt and say it was in. But there's people who call those shots out every single time and like say that it's going to go their way every single time. And it's like, it's not out every time.
Right. It's not out every time. Do you feel, I often question that sometimes if it's a particular person doing that a lot in a game. I'm like, are they intentionally calling this out to cheat or are they intentionally calling this out because they really just don't have any idea? So they're just like, it's out.
I think it's the second one. I think it's like they don't know confidently enough, so they're just going to lean towards it being out because
it's supposed to be the other way. You have to confidently say it's out.
Right.
Yes. Yeah.
And it's like, I don't know. It's
one of my favorites on like a take on that. This just happened to me the other night. I'm playing against people, and the rule is the person whose side it is calls it in or out. Whoever's closer, and then when people argue with you on the other side. Like in this one game, twice this people argue with me, and I'm like, "You're all the way over there," and they're like, "No, it was in," and I'm like, "No, it was out." I'm like, "I don't lie because I don't like to cheat. I don't know, it's just like I just don't." I'm like, "I just want to play a fair game. I don't care." Now, I'm sure I miscall some at various points, but I don't intentionally do. It was just funny. people arguing.
Yeah, no, I feel like most people are gonna call it how it is. Like you're not.
Most people will.
Yeah, like you're not gonna intentionally see a ball go out and like call it in, or intentionally see a ball in and call it out. Like I'm at least gonna say I'm gonna give people the benefit of the doubt and say that people don't do that. But
did you ever see those pictures online too? Like they show you like this ball is like placed on the court, like on the line, and from like various angles. You're like, oh, it's so out. And, oh no, that's it.
But it's
so
in.
it definitely matters from where you are.
100%. Yeah, the angle of where you're like looking at the ball bounce. Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
I also thought of another pet peeve. If we're playing as partners in like open play, if the people that we're playing against have a very strong tendency to only hit it to me.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't know if it's like a male-female thing, but I'm like, and it's before they've even seen us play. So it's like they don't know if there is like a weaker length, but they're just going to assume that it's me. So they're going to just be smacking at me every time.
Targeting, yeah.
That happens a lot.
It happens a lot, for sure.
But then I love when I can like return it.
Then it's nice when you smack it.
Yeah.
But then you probably feel bad for Jeremy because he doesn't even get to play.
Yeah, there are times where he's like, I'm
a bystander.
Yeah.
I'm just like I'm a spectator. Like,
yeah. And as you know what it is too, Jeremy, you're really tall, right? So like one time I was playing with a guy who was really tall. And I say his wingspan was so wide, right? But the people who kept playing against us kept definitely targeting me. And I think for that very reason, they're like, oh, that guy can cover everything. So we'll just, we'll hit it to her. The same thing, Maddie. Like I held my own,
Yeah.
Exactly.
But I felt bad for him. Like I even said him a couple of times. And like I said, I barely knew him. I'm like, I feel bad. You're like not even playing. I'm like, can you play with let this guy play?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like you want to say something. It's like, I have a partner.
Now, a tournament, competitiveness, sure. You could, that's part of the strategy, maybe. But rec play,
it's like a Saturday morning. We're all just like out here. We always joke that we're just out here for fun and fresh air.
Yeah, for sure.
Yes, I said the same thing. I'm like, it's a beautiful day. I don't care if we win or lose, because I really don't. Other people care. For sure. Yeah. He's looking. Is he looking at, are you looking at Maddie?
Yeah.
Yes. We started saying fun and fresh air because I would get frustrated if I was like playing really bad or losing. And so all of us like in Dinking Academy, if anyone ever like starts to get frustrated with how they're playing, like, you have those days where you're just hitting it into the net and you can't have like a successful drive, then everyone just says like, oh, it's fine. Fun and fresh air, right? And it's like,
Oh, so it's a sarcastic comment. I get it.
But it is a good reminder.
I think
I need the reminder sometimes.
It's real. It's
like, just hey, you're playing with your best friends out here on the court in the sun. Like, everything's fine.
Yeah.
Right. And you're laughing. What's your favorite memory together on the court?
Definitely the wedding.
Gotta be the tournament before the wedding. Gotta be.
Yeah, it was, we just had.
Have you played in other tournaments besides that one?
We played in one last June.
Yeah.
Last June. Yeah.
But it was a charity. It was like a charity tournament, and one of your friends was like maybe an organizer of it. And we were like, oh yeah, why not? We didn't necessarily go into a tournament thinking like, oh yeah, we're like good enough at pickleball to like compete in the tournament. But it was like, we're doing this for a good cause. But I will say like it made us think like, hey, like if we got a little better and like took it a little bit more seriously, maybe we could be really good at this thing and like actually like compete in tournaments. We haven't like gone to do that yet, but I could see us like actually taking that step at some point,
The wedding took a lot of our like time and focus for a few months, but I've definitely been getting like that itch to play in a tournament. I want to, and I'll go in very calm.
He's not confident about that, but he's still going to sign up for it though.
Yeah, for sure.
I'll find one for it.
I think we're both like equally competitive. Like we both want to win the exact same amount. It's just you'll show it a little bit more than I will sometimes.
Yeah,
is all. But we're both really competitive, very competitive people.
I'm just slightly more dramatic.
I was going to ask you, have you unleashed on the court at some point at anybody? Like that competitive?
Not on the court, no.
No.
I mean, when we're like playing with our friends, we'll jokingly like yell at each other and be like, oh, if I were to hit the ball out and it were to like launch behind someone and Eric's standing there, I'm like, oh, Eric, you could have swung at it and hit it. But we all just like joke around.
Yeah.
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 There was one time I threw my paddle one time. We're just at the net. And I know no one was around.
Yeah.
Okay, so what happened up to that point?
Oh, I don't even remember.
I think was that against me and Andrew? I think it was. I think it was against it was you and Anna versus me and Andrew. And I think it was just one of those days again where everything was going into the net or everything was going just along the back line. Like it was just an off day. And it wasn't frustration at any one of us. It was like
it's always frustration at myself.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So then I threw the paddle. But then we also played that day where we played trick shots only.
oh, yeah.
And so you had to try to take like the craziest shot you could take. So it was like if the ball's coming your way and you have to do a spin hit through the legs, like
through the legs, behind the back.
Oh, that
Yeah,
sounds
we
like
just got-
fun.
we got so goofy with it and it was so fun.
Yeah, it sounds so fun. Now that paddle that you threw, it wasn't a good one, was it?
No.
No.
it
I
was-
didn't. I just got my first like nice paddle, which I'm very excited about.
Yeah, I say once you
Oh.
start spending like a lot of money on them, like you don't throw them, you
Yeah.
know?
Right. Yeah. I would not throw this one. This one I actually got as a bridal shower gift
Yeah.
from Claire. Normally you get things from your registry or like gift cards.
Mhm.
And she sent me a text and was like, hey, there's something for you on your porch. And it was a paddle that she had that I had played with before that I really, really liked.
Mm.
Oh.
And so she had ordered me one. And I think this is the best gift ever. And then we just
Oh,
got
that's-
Jeremy a nice one.
Yeah. At Pinpoint, you know how you can do the demos?
Yes.
So I one day just tried like as many as I could, try to get a good feel for, you know, what the differences were and how they were comparing to the paddle that I was using regularly. And I felt like I found one that like had some serious like grip to it, but it's great. Love it a lot.
I need a new paddle. My I have had the Engage 6 for a long time. I've loved it, but it's almost like 2 years, and I all of a sudden have a dead spot on it. Like they say it happens. I
really?
can hear it.
Oh.
I can feel it.
We found ours or mine
Yep.
because we were playing at Pinpoint and someone came up and just like tapped me on the shoulder and
Mhm.
he was like, I was
Wow.
watching you play and with your mixture of power and control, I think that this paddle is perfect for you.
Mhm.
And I was like, all right. And so I tried it out, but I wasn't to a point where I was like, I'm not gonna like spend a lot of money on a paddle.
Right.
And now
Right.
we're only going up from here.
Yes, I know. Which paddle do you have, Maddie?
The Pegasus Jelly Bean.
Okay, yeah. Yep. So a wrap-up question. So looking back, what has pickleball given you that you didn't expect when you first started? Like, can you imagine your life without pickleball?
Right now, no, honestly.
Honestly,
We
yeah.
play it too much to like think about like what life would be like without it. I think it's like we're really active and we're always trying to find something to do. I think what it's given us is like a outlet for like what's good exercise, like really good exercise, while doing something really, really fun and doing it together. Because like we said before, we would maybe play tennis, but
Like rarely.
it was rare. And so like pickleball, I don't know, it's like opened up a door of like exercise and fun and just like us getting outside and just enjoying life. It's been great.
feel like we used to kind of every weekend we would try to do some activity and so it would be like, okay, are we going to play your sport or my sport this weekend?
Yeah.
Like I remember having that conversation so many times and it's like, okay, we can go play tennis, but then I could tell like Jeremy would be down but wouldn't be like super into it, or if we were to go like play disc golf, then that's more for him rather than for me, but I would still go. But pickleball is something where we just both have a really great time. And then it's also just strengthened our relationship, not only with each other, because it's really fun being partners with Jeremy. I love like playing with him and being a team.
Mhm.
And that's one of the only sports where we really can be a team.
Yeah.
And so I
Yeah.
think it's just helped us like encourage each other, motivate each other between pickleball and the gym. And it's also not only strengthened like our relationship, and then our relationship with Dinking Academy, but also like we play with even more friends, like friends from college for both of us on both sides that we didn't know would be into pickleball, but have started to play. And it's just a way to see each other regularly. And
Yep.
it's just so nice. Like,
It is nice. It's literally the perfect
Nice.
sport to play these days.
I remember the first time I saw Jeremy at North Hills. I don't think I knew you either of you played then.
Yeah.
You were with Eric that day.
Yep.
And I was like, where's Maddie? Because I don't know. I just always think of you two together.
anytime I feel like we go to the gym or play pickleball without each other,
Yep.
it's
It's
Where's
like, where's the
Jeremy?
other
Where's
one?
Maddie?
Yep.
Yeah. And it was in between games. We didn't get a chance to talk very much. And he's like, Maddie's into it more than I am. I remember you told me that. You're
Yeah.
like, and I was like, oh, we should go play.
Yep.
yeah, we've gotten hooked.
Yeah, I was about to say, since then, it's only been up, We
Yeah.
only played a lot more, so it's been great.
I'm about to like sign up for a tournament after this.
I know. You should do it. Like, especially there's so many good charity ones. So
Yeah.
they're definitely fun, Any final thoughts or any final stories or anything that didn't ask about?
One thing we didn't really touch on is that now both of our families separately play.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
amazing.
So when
Yeah, so I'm from Burlington, and we'll go back to Burlington to maybe see our niece or just like hang out with the fam, and everyone's like, we should go play pickleball. And then same thing, like going to like Maddie's parents' house in Cary, it's like, oh, we should play pickleball. So everyone's about it. Like everyone's loving it.
Yeah. For Mother's Day, my mom only wanted to go play pickleball. She was like, all right, let's play doubles.
Yep.
We're like, don't you want to go out to lunch or something? She's like, no, let's go.
Does she play without you also, or does she wait for
Does
you?
Her and my dad play, yeah. And
She
then
plays with her friends now.
Oh, and yeah, she plays with her friends too. Because they
See, isn't
both
that
used to
amazing?
play tennis.
Yeah.
So it's
That's awesome.
yeah, we got her some pickleball shoes, and Jeremy's sister is like just as hooked as we are. She's talking about paddles.
She's hooked. She's on like paddle number 5 right now. Like she just keeps switching. I don't know what. Like maybe she thinks that like a different paddle is going to make her better or something, but she just keeps switching.
Sometimes like you miss a shot, or like, at least I do. I miss a shot or I mess it up, and the first thing I do is look at my paddle. Like
Yeah, we do that all the time.
I love that it's so funny to me. But I feel pickleball is either like you try it out and you're, it's not for me.
Yeah.
Or you're addicted. There's not a middle ground.
Yeah. No, for sure. Completely agree.
And I don't know anyone who's tried it and hasn't like really enjoyed it, honestly.
Yeah. Yeah. Most people that have at least given it a try, like an actual try, have like come back and be like, when are we going to play pickleball again? For sure.
We went on a trip with Jeremy's family to the mountains, and going into it, we brought our paddles and like, okay, if there's like one day that you and I can like go
Sneak
play.
away,
Yeah. And his family, there were like 10 of us, I think, and it was like 3-year-olds that wanted to go play. And then like his uncles, aunts, it was everybody. And every day they were like, all right, when are we playing pickleball?
Yeah.
What time are we going? Maddie Jeramy, when are we going to play pickleball?
Yeah.
And it's so fun for us because like, oh, we get to do the thing, like the sport that we love to play with people that we love.
Right.
And to teach them something new. It's awesome.
Yeah, it's awesome.
It is awesome. I love that you spread that love. All right. Thank you both for joining. It was fun. It's fun.
Yeah.
It was so fun.
Thanks for
And
asking
thanks
us
for
to be
being
on
the
podcast.
last guests of season 1. You're episode 21.
Let's go.
Oh, we're famous.
That's awesome.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, thanks for having
Of
us.
course.
Thanks for tuning in, everyone. We'll see you next time when a new episode drops each Saturday. If you like this episode, be sure to leave us a like, and we'll see you out on the courts. Bye.